Today, we're taking a look at the deck Christoffer Larsen used to win the most recent Pro Tour, Dimir Excruciator. And as the name suggests, this deck is all about getting Doomsday Excruciator out on the battlefield as early as possible and milling the last 6 cards of your opponent's deck before they can kill you. Now, if this win condition seems familiar, that's because it's the same one that won the World Championship in 2024 when Duskmourn first came out. Let's see if this deck has what it takes to rank up on the ladder, or if it's just a meme deck that got lucky twice. So I'm a tad bit late with this video. I meant to get this video out right after the Pro Tour happened, but you know, sometimes life happens and things don't go according to schedule. But I'm here now, and today we're taking a look at this Dimir Excruciator deck that won the Pro Tour tournament this past week. And as the name of this deck would suggest, the whole plan with this deck is to get Doomsday Excruciator out, which reduces both your deck and your opponent's deck to just the last 6 cards in your library. And then you either win by doing lethal damage with the demon, but the more likely outcome is that you will either mill the opponent or have them draw enough cards where they will essentially lose the same way by having no cards in their library. The main win cons, aside from the Excruciator, is Restless Reef, which when it attacks, mills your opponent for 4 cards. And then there's Insatiable Avarice. If you need to, you can use this as a tutor or to draw 3 cards. But you can also have your opponent draw 3 cards and lose 3 life. So if you play Doomsday Excruciator and then play Insatiable Avarice, your opponent will deck before you do. Other notable new cards from Lorwyn Eclipsed are Regretting Hex and Deceit. Deceit being one of the elemental incarnation creatures with Evoke. And if 2 blue was spent to cast this spell, return up to 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. And if 2 black was spent, you choose a non-land card from your opponent's hand and discard that card. And the evoke cost is 2 hybrid mana of blue and black, which you can't see because of my head. So I will go ahead and move real quick so you can see. There's the evoke cost, 2 hybrid mana. And the great thing about Deceit is you can evoke this in on turn 2, and then on turn 4, you can use Cavero, or also known as Superior Spider-Man on paper, and you can pay 2 blue, 2 black to reanimate Deceit, and it will get its ETB triggers because you paid 2 blue and 2 black. Regretting Hex is a 1 mana removal. It's an instant, destroy any creature that costs 2 mana or less. And you can also blight 1. If you do, you gain 2 life. And to go over the other cards real quickly, for removal, we have 3 Bitter Triumph. We have 2 Intimidation Tactics for Hand Hate. We also have Arch Enemy's Charm, which can exile a target creature or planeswalker. You can also put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control and gain lifelink, or return 1 or 2 target creatures from your graveyard to your hand. Then we have 3 Stock Ups and 2 Winter Night Stories for card advantage. Most notable stock up, remember that when you take the 2 cards from the top 5 cards, you put the rest on the bottom of your deck. Essentially, you can stack the bottom of your deck in a way that when you cast Doomsday Excruciator, you have the cards that you want in the deck. Like, you know what cards you're going to be getting. So that is something to keep in mind. As for the sideboard, we've got 4 Duresses for control matchups, 2 Soul Lanterns for any graveyard decks, Negate again for control, Crew Claw's Heist for hand hate, Shoot the Sheriff for more creature removal, Torpor Orb to prevent triggers from happening when creatures enter. This is mostly, I believe, for like the Bant Airbending decks. And then 3 Quantum Riddlers. What I like to do is bring these creatures in whenever I'm going up against a opponent that doesn't have a whole lot of little creatures, which is what Harvester of Misery is for. So I'll sideboard out Harvester Misery and put Quantum Riddler in. And that is the deck in a nutshell. If I have to make a guess on how this deck does on the ladder, I think it's going to do decent, but it's not going to be the most powerful thing you see. For the most part, most Doomsday Excruciator decks are kind of seen as a meme deck, but this is twice now that it has won a major tournament, a Pro Tour, and a World Championship. So I don't know, maybe that's a sign that there's something here, and that maybe this is not a meme deck, but an actual powerful win condition. So that's what I'm here to find out. Is it a meme? Is it a powerful win condition? I don't know. Let's find out together. So without any further ado, let's just get to the games. All right. Haven't recorded in a while. Hopefully I'm not too rusty. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm not expecting this deck to perform too well. For one, I'm not a pro, so I don't think I can pilot this as well as the winner of the Pro Tour. And two, the meta shifts so quickly nowadays that I'm pretty sure everybody has already figured out a different route. So like the meta this deck went up against is different from the meta I'm probably going to play. That's what I'm getting at here. Two-lander is kind of tough, but I think we'll draw the third land here. We got turn 2 removal, turn 3 stock up. We got Harvester of Misery. Going up against Izzet? Maybe Jeskai? Seems like Izzet so far. Thank you. Question, if I play stock up, will the opponent counter my spell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I draw 3 cards, I have to discard one. Is it better to go for the Avarice than stock up? I'll go for the stock up. If they counter it, they counter it. I still have the Avarice to draw 3 cards next turn. Oh, okay, so no counter spell, which is good. We are up against Lessons, it seems like. I think here we go Cavero into land drop. I have 2 basics. I already have Doomsday. I don't think Deadly Cover-Up is going to quite do it. We can play Insatiable Avarice, discard a card, and get Doomsday into the graveyard. And we can do Intimidation Tactics as well. Okay, they are elementals, not lessons. Okay. Well, in this case, I guess we'll just get rid of one of the Hearth Elementals. I don't think Thunderflock really does too much for me. Draw 3 cards, lose 3 life. All right. Opponent plays Opt to draw a card. They scry to the bottom. Another Opt. Scry to the top. Sleight of hand. And they play the Earth Elemental. Okay, well. We'll just do this now. And then Insatiable Avarice next turn. We're just going to go ahead and chump block. Really wanted to land there, but it's all right. Okay. Sure. They play Eddie Mark McCrab. Yeah. And I guess it's just kill... Kill the Eddy Merc Crab. We'll get rid of the Ricketing Hex. It has no targets. Okay, might be just dead. Wait. I think I might be screwing up. This is mill. How many? 4 cards. Do I go for the Restless Reef? 1 mana. Do they have a bounce spell? Gotta go for it. If they have the bounce spell, they win. If not... we win. Alright, cool. Alright, so against Elementals, I think we want Golgari Lantern, Torpor Orb. None of the creatures are... I just had to make sure. None of them are outlaws. We don't need the Hex. Could use Deadly Cover-Up. Do we want Duress? Crew Calls, Height. Maybe the Heist. Harvester Misery. And replace it with Quantum Riddler. I don't know, something like that. Alright. We've got... we've got 3 drops, that's for sure. I'm going to keep it. I don't think the opponent has a whole lot of action on the first couple of turns. Then we'll Winter Night Stories next turn, I guess. Yeah. All right. We could turn for... oh, never mind. So they had the Golgari Lantern before we did. It's fine. So we've got Arch Enemy's Charm. So we'll just pass a turn. What do we have in here? Anyways? Okay, we're not getting much action right now. See if they counter this. We do. Okay. Coffee. Where's all my 2-mana removal spells? Because that's what I needed. Guess I'll just pass a turn. I should have played one of my tap lands. Yeah, we'll play stock up. Deceit and Soul Guide Lantern is really good. Okay. Well. Pay 2 life. Just gonna do this now. This is instant, right? Yep. Okay. So we'll end the turn. Let's see if they do anything on the end of their turn. And they might have counterspell for this, so maybe I should have done it before they drew their card, but... Okay, then they let it go. I think what I can do is evoke this and then Cavero it. Because they could counter it, assume, yeah, but they can't exile it. Well, I guess they can now. This is fine. Now I have a 4/4. All right. So go all in, all attack. I'm assuming they're going to play out creature. Let's see if they have like a counter spell. Stock up. Yes, please. Okay. Apparently, opponent didn't have anything. Not a bad start, especially since I thought the Spellementals deck that the opponent was playing last game was one of the decks that I figured would do pretty well in the ladder. This is kind of a weird deck. I don't know if this is actually a good deck or just a meme. This is a bad hand. Though we could go Deceit. Triumph. We go first though. I don't know, we'll keep it. Having a bunch of lands is not bad. It's a lot of bitter triumphs. Really don't want to discard a card, but I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna evoke this. Then get rid of the threat for now. We have board wipes. It was between Ouroboros or Nature's Rhythm. They go for the Rhine River Regent? Or, okay. Okay, Harvester Misery is not too bad as long as they don't get the Ouroboros out yet. Choose Rhythm for 3? What do they want for 3 mana? Oh, okay. Okay, so I could either evoke the Deceit and get that Ouroboros out of their hand again, and then kill their one of their creatures. I think that's what I want to do. This at least lets me see what's in their hand and what's going on. Ouroboros. Oh, they have Detect Intrusion though. So if I'm going to kill him, I have to kill him now. Black enters tapped. All right. Going down in life is kind of hard right now, but I guess I should have discarded Doomsday maybe. Want them to, yeah, play out all their mana dorks. And then just sweep all their creatures. They have some sort of protection. Okay. I completely forgot Detect Intrusion also counters triggers. Okay, Quantum Riddler. Might need to stock up. Yep. Wow. Stock up again. I'm at 8. I'm at 8. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Man. All right. Stock up. I'm assuming they're going to go get the Ouroboros with the Nature's Rhythm. They have a way to get 2 Ouroboros, then screwed. Oh, they could get... If they have the Cub, that's also really bad. Because I'm assuming this is the deck with the Craterhoof Behemoth. If they tap down their mana dorks, then that leaves only 2 attackers. And I can block 1. And then I just have to hope to draw a... Okay. Do they attack in? They do. Alright. Here, it's more important to block the mana dork, I think. get the Deceit. We'll bounce the Orboroid. Get rid of the Orboroid. Get rid of the Quantum Riddler. Gain some life. Call that a turn. Next turn, I guess Doomsday Excruciator? Especially if they play out the Quantum Riddler. So I think one good thing about today's matchups, because I test played this deck a little bit, and I'll be honest, it didn't do too well going up against a lot of like newer decks that wasn't part of the Pro Tour. But today, so far the 2 games I played were up against Pro Tour decks. The Spellemental deck, I guess, is a newer deck, but these rhythm decks is precisely what the deck I'm playing is supposed to be good against. So I kind of lucked out in that sense. And I don't know if the opponent's just thinking really hard, or they just, I guess, drew a card they didn't like and left. But this is game 1 out of 2, maybe 3. I was hoping, you know, we get a... oh, they pass. I was hoping I'd draw a land here, but I'm just going to go for this. Which actually might be a death sentence for me. I should have attacked in first. That's all right. I'm pretty sure they don't have a instant speed or like a flash creature. And I'll have 2 blockers. I'll attack them with the Harvest of Misery. They can double block. But I'll at least kill their Llanowar Elves. Okay. If they play their Riddler, how much? 4/6. Yeah. If they play the Riddler, they have to draw a card. Unfortunately, I have 2 dead draws because I decided to play Doomsday. So the smart way of doing this, I should have waited 1 more turn to play Doomsday Excruciator, and then stocked up and Winter Night Story, so I had a full grip of hands before I went down to 6 cards. But the bottom part of my deck is only lands, so good chance I just lost. This is how not to play this deck, right? Definitely should have stocked up and stacked the bottom of my deck with not lands. Okay, opponent. I don't know. That was really weird because that was only the first game. And I don't know if there was some sort of like we weren't synced up, because they did not run out of the timer, but they still lost. I don't know. Anyways, I think we can do 1 more game. All right, on the draw with a... I think this is actually a keepable hand. We have turn 2 Deceit into turn 3 Avarice into turn 4 Cavalero. Shared Roots against Landfall? Thought I screwed up for a second there. Wow. I guess we'll go with Goodbye Shoot the Sheriff. I still Explorer. Alright, so we could Bitter Triumph the Explorer, but I think... right now, it's just better to do this. Draw 3 cards. Discarding a Swamp. Okay, Chocobo. All right. Did not see that one coming, I must admit. But oh, dang. Okay, so if I kill the Restless Cottage, it just comes back. I gotta kill... Ooh, I'm in a predicament now. So I actually gotta go blue, blue, evoke, pay with blue, blue. Oh, it's only non-land permanents. Okay. Well, crap. I screwed up. All right. Well, we'll just return the ISO Explorer. So... discard a card, and if... I guess just kill that dude. Maybe I should have done that backwards. Return the Chocobo and then kill the Explorer. Because I had so much lands in my hand. Then I could have copied the Explorer with Cavero. Ooh, that was a mistake on their part. I was going to say I'm in a bit of a conundrum, but... black, black, blue, blue... Yeah, whatever. Make them waste their mana each time. Then I'm just gonna get rid of the end. Bossing Say is kind of annoying. All right. I should have played my Restless Reef last turn. Do I take this damage now? Trade. They get it back, but they have to waste mana to... Yeah, there's no reason for me to keep this creature if I'm not blocking now. Alright, well... been some unfortunate draws. I think I'm pretty much dead, right? They can... they can... well, bossing say that's what, 2, 4, 6... And then activate Restless Week, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Unless they decide to just bossing say... Oh, Fabled Passage. Got a good look. Whoa, Ugin. Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Down to 3, and I need to draw something other than land. All right, so that's a concede. Let's see here. Shoot the sheriff. I don't think these are outlaws. Yeah. Harvester of Misery. Maybe Deadly Cover-Up. So definite. I think I'd go down one of the Harvester of Misery. So do we want Soul Guide Lantern for this deck? Actually could come in handy. All right. Maybe go down on one of the Deceits and Cavalero. Something like this. I don't know if we want to go too heavy on the graveyard synergy. I don't know. We'll see. This is a matchup I'm not sure how to sideboard against. I feel like you need a little bit more removal. But Bossing Say is a difficult card to play around. This is kind of similar to my last hand where it was mostly lands. Well, it's a little bit better, but Bitter Triumph into Insatiable Avarice on the play. I don't know. Yeah, we'll keep it. Start with the tap land. Oh, there goes my Harvester of Misery. Well, hopefully they don't have too much hand hate. Just draw 3 cards, lose 3 life. Okay, Earth and Ascension. Pass the turn. I think we can Requiting Hex and Bitter Triumph. There's going to be a lot of landfall for the Ascender's Ascension, but what am I going to do? once again, stuck with just a whole bunch of land. At least I got their 2 of their bossing saves. Ghost Vacuum. Alright, so hopefully we just figured something out from here. If they don't have any... Well, that's weird. Because I'm pretty sure they just killed themselves. Well, if they have a bunch of removal in hand... More lands. Or if they have a bunch of removal in hand, then Restless Reef won't win, but they have 1 card left, and they're thinking about activating the Ghost Vacuum. Doesn't really do much for them. Alright. That was a pretty good draw. Because that means if they kill the Restless Reef here, which they might, seems like they have something for instant speed. Yep. We just have another one for next turn. So let's see what their last card draw is going to be. Alright. Pretty sure they're dead. Now they realize if they play land, they're gonna... Yeah, okay. It's not gonna do it. They just lost their thing, but... Alright, okay, they realized they're dead. Well, they brought in Ghost Vacuums and things, so yeah, they're kind of anti-graveyard. The end, man. Okay. I think we just bring it back with what we have right here. Is it worth bringing in Duress? Instead of maybe bringing 2 Duresses instead of Harvester Misery? Maybe go down 1 Insatiable Avarice. I want to bring in at least 1 Quantum Riddler. I don't know, something like that. Opponent goes first, and we have the Duress. There's a passage. You got to play this on blue, which is kind of bad. I don't know. We have a lot of lands. Like, this deck is really difficult to figure out what kind of hands I'm supposed to keep, what kind of hands I'm supposed to mulligan. Alright, but seems like I was not punished. The Rise of Sozin. What's this do? Destroy all creatures, choose a card name, search target's opponent, graveyard, hand, and library for up to 4 cards with that name, and exile them. Okay, well... I should have played the Multiversal Passage. We're just going to do this now. night stories. Alright. Dump one of the Doomsday Excruciators. Do I want a Doomsday now? All right. I don't know the bottom of my deck, right? Yeah. I'm just gonna do it. Now it's just a game of who has the better bottom 6 cards. I'm just going to do this now. Again, this could definitely be a death sentence for me. Soul Guide Lantern. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. End of turn. All right. We are going to do this. And I'm going to see what's in their hand. They have the end. Okay. That sucks. And they're going to shoot the sheriff. So my turn. Oh, okay. So that wins us the game. Okay, black. Shirt. I have the land. Sure, whatever. All right, I got blue. I can play black and pay 2 life. Yep. All right. Whew. So I don't know if that's exactly how you want to play the game, but when I was watching the Pro Tour, I saw that the winner, crap, his name escapes my mind, but pretty sure I have it in my intro. But he was slamming, he was slamming the Excruciator like any chance he got, you know. He wasn't being shy about it. So I figure that's probably part of the strategy is, you know, sometimes you have to be lucky, and your deck And I think that's why you fill up your deck so much with a lot of like mill or target card draw, whatever it is just give yourself enough of a chance to draw the card you need. Anyways, that was Dimir Excruciator. Even though I mentioned that I didn't think this deck was going to perform well on the ladder, I ended up going 3-0, and I think that part of it was luck, and part of it was it's a really good deck. It's more than just a meme. I still think it's not the best deck to bring to the ladder, but if you keep up with the meta, you could probably just switch out some of the cards to the sideboard and adjust the deck here and there just to make sure that it is following the meta you're seeing. Then yeah, I think this deck will perform really well. So now I'm kind of excited to check out the other decks from the Pro Tour and see how they do against the ladder compared to, you know, Dimir Excruciator. And that is it for this video. So if you stuck around this long, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. And if you feel up to it, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It helps my channel grow and I would greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, take care and have fun playing Magic.